take heed how you hear. See, take heed what you hear and how you hear. Both are implied here. So when you take a look at this, there's this amazing thing when the word of God is spoken, when the word of God is declared, it's important to do one thing: receive the word. I want to share with you two passages. I want to read them to you. You can jot them down if you're note takers. The first is found in Ezekiel 33, verse 30 through 33. It says this. In Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 30 says, "As for you, son of man, the children of your people are talking about you beside the walls and in the doors of the houses, and they speak to one another, saying," everyone says, "Please come and hear the word that comes from the Lord." So they say, come and hear what Ezekiel's saying. Listen to the sky. Verse 31, "So they came to you as a people, they sit before you as my people. They hear your words," and it says this, "but they do not do them." Man, it's fascinating what this guy does. It's fascinating how he talks. It's fascinating what he declares. But then you walk away and you don't do them. It sounds amazing, fills you, but then you just walk away. They do not do them, for with their mouth they show much love, but their hearts pursue their own gain. In other words, you've got all of this, the sharing of the word of God. Your heart is just consumed with so many other things. And then he says this in verse 32, "Indeed, you are to them a very lovely song of one who has a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they heed your words, but they do not do them." You understand? It seems intriguing. It seems like it's good. It seems like, man, this is some great stuff. But then what happens? You don't do it. And this is that problem. Remember in Matthew chapter 7 when the Lord comes and he says this, and in verse 24 he says, that keep in mind that whoever hears these sayings of mine and does them, I will liken him to a wise man who builds his house on a rock. And then keep in mind that as he does so, that when the winds came and the rain comes, they beat against the house that it stands because it was built against the house. But the man who hears my words and does not do them, he's like the man who builds his house on the sand. And when the rain comes and the wind comes, it beats against that house and it falls because what? It wasn't built against on the rock, and great was its fall. You understand? There's a stability when you hear the words and do them. It's sand, it's shifting when you hear the words and don't. Why? The stability comes by doing.